We'd like to get a sense of when these plans came about, when were they in the works? Because we did recently hear the GSD criticise the use of these sites and say they weren't being used enough. So when did these plans come about?
We have been talking about it for about a year and over a year and a quarter, year and a half. But we have been working in Parsons Lodge. It's our field centre and has been in the natural history of Parsons Lodge because it's better known for its historical aspect of fortification. And I hasten to add that although it will be a natural history museum, the interpretation of the monument will be done as well. Yes. But we had been researching a lot of the values, and in yesterday's presentation we showed a lot of photographs and so on of the wildlife of that site, and it's a very important and rich wildlife. So we're discussing this ourselves, researching this ourselves, and then discussing the possibility. We were running out of space at the Gibraltar National Museum, and it was a question of really almost a hey presto, thinking laterally, how else can we do this? And hang on, we have this building. We're asked to run it as a field centre for the support for the excavations, but what else could we do? And it was from that point that the whole thing developed.
And there have been issues getting to the site in the past, so what makes you think that this is going to be successful?
Well, we don't, but the problem with the site is access, but what we're going to try and do is have an integrated approach to a Gibraltar National Museum which has a natural history side and a cultural and historical side, and hopefully people will then see that there are two elements. So you could, if you're a visitor, you could do one in the morning, one in the evening, or multiple options like that. Although I hasten to add also that for the local community, as the Gibraltar National Museum is today, it will be free. So people coming through will be able to visit it and even just explore the beautiful surroundings of the site.
So very much linked. Will this be an opportunity for employment for some that might be interested in this type of work? Will it be staffed with new people?
Well, we may need to include new staff, of course, but we will also be redistributing our own staff from the museum to supplement that. But one of the things that we want to do here is not just a matter of exhibits, but give it a lot of dynamism and life. We stress that it's a good place for observing bird migration. It's a good place to do lots of kinds of natural history activities. We already run a number of these hands-on with the schools, and we have a very active program in the museum. So we hope that this is going to be a very dynamic living museum, if you like, where we can do a lot of these activities and involve, for example, the GeoNHS, maybe the Nautilus project down below, they're often at Rosia, and give it that dynamism. So think of it as a living natural history museum.